Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And Creature.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss the grand finale of the 5th season, 5 seasons, of Canada's Drag Race. But before we get into everything, just want to remind you all to like, comment, and subscribe. It shows that most of our viewers are not subscribed, so go ahead and hit that little button, and we'll love you forever. So, Creature, what did you think of the finale of Canada's Drag Race Season 5?
It was cute. It was cute. It was a little underwhelming, but cute nonetheless.
I thought overall it was a good finale. Towards the end, I didn't know which direction they were going to go with. Because they had two really strong options. Honestly, they were all really strong options coming into this finale. So for me, that final performance, well, to me, every final performance means something, but I saw some people online who were like, Minnie should have lip sync for the crown just off her track. No. That final challenge is the final challenge for a reason, and unfortunately she didn't do that well. We'll talk about it. But overall, I thought this was a good finale. Again,
Same.
I enjoy Canada so much. Their golden beaver is what keeps it so fresh and so cool, and the introduction of the wooden beaver this year. But honey, let's get into it because we have a final four: Helena Poison, Minnie Wang, Michaela Couture, and the Virgo Queen. So they read Perla's message as they come in after her elimination. Jimbo comes in. Again, they did not put her participation in UK versus the world, but I'm going to be quiet. She sits down, and they have a lovely chat. They really did. And I just love the respect that Jimbo has for the queens, and the queens have for Jimbo. Because, she is that Canadian success story. It took her 3 times. And she had to go to different franchises to achieve it.
Definitely.
But it's just a testament of don't give up. Don't give up. So, it's the next day in the workroom. They all come in. They sit down. They talk about who their biggest threat is in the competition. Everybody chose Virgo. And Virgo chose Minnie, which I completely understand. Minnie has 2 wins, never been in the bottom.
Yep.
They congratulate Helena on getting her win.
Yeah.
And then they get their final room mail from RuPaul. Tracy comes in and announces for the final Maxi Challenge, they will be producing their own single. And that they'll be recording it with Orville Peck. If y'all haven't listened to Orville Peck's latest album, where is it? It's too far away. I got it on vinyl. That's how you know it's good. And I know you're not the biggest fan of country music, but it's really good. Really good. But first, they get to have a chit-chat and a photo shoot with Season 4 winner, Venus. Yeah, and I've really enjoyed all the conversations that Venus had with the queens. That was one of the things that I really loved about Venus during her season. She's very personable. And she had a connection with all of them. They got to do a fun photo shoot. Which, another thing that I love they do, instead of, what would you say to your 2-year-old self? No. Tell us about your journey in this competition. Look at this photo. Yes, I can do that. I can get jiggy with that. Okay. So, it is now time for them to record their songs with Orville Peck and their recording engineer, John Deemer. So they record, and then it's time for them to do their choreography with Hollywood Jade, which made me realize we didn't get a root school this season.
No.
Which that just upset me a little bit. I'm like, now we could have did a Roosicle.
Yeah.
So we can get more Hollywood Jade. But anyway, one thing I want to give Virgo props for, she came in there and she's like, give me the best you got. And I'm going to do it. And we don't want to talk too far ahead, but she does it. She does it. So let's go ahead and get to this main stage. For the last time this season, we have our hostess with the mostest, Brooklyn Heights. What did you think of Brooklyn and your score?
I really wish that little cape thing didn't wrap around her legs. I would have loved to see more leg. Other than that, I give this a B plus.
I agree with your B plus, but I wish it was a full gown. Of what the corset is made of, just go all the way down to the ground and have a beautiful pink cape behind it. I think that would have took it to the next level. Yeah. But yeah, B plus. So for the finale, we are joined by Brad Gorinsky, Tracy Melshore, and our extra special guest judge, Orville Peck.
Hey.
So up first, we have Michaela Couture performing To the Sky, Limitless. What did you think, Michaela, in this final performance?
Well, you know, Michaela's good for a rap singing type challenge. I love the outfit, love the performance. Like, had my mouth agape the entire time. Oh, look, you finally caught up. I enjoyed it. I really did.
I did too. She really came out and just knocked it out the park. And I love the little sparklers we got at the end. I wasn't expecting it. So the first time it happened, I was like, oh, okay, we got pyro.
Hey.
We got a little pyro. Okay.
We got a budget.
This little budget. And then hearing the song we got for the finale, I'm like, oh, we really have a budget. Because we broke the tradition of having Celine Dion, but I'm okay with who they broke that tradition with. Up next, we had Wangderful by Minnie Wang. I will say, Minnie Wang's song was so cute, so fun. It was just a performance.
Yeah, the performance was really weak.
She was either ahead of the dancers or behind the dancers the whole time. There was a period where she didn't know the words.
Yep. Okay. See, I thought maybe I was just thinking. I was like, maybe I'm the only one who noticed that she doesn't know all the words to her own song.
Yeah. So it was really because I could have saw Minnie being in that final lip sync. But yeah, just right there at the end, the ball was dropped. But yeah, great song. Just the performance wasn't there.
Yes.
Then moving on to Helena Poison, giving us Poison. I thought this was so cute.
I thought it was a little redundant. Just poison. I'm poison. Yeah, I'm poison. You like
every
poison.
Every time she said it, all I heard was poison. That girl is poison. I know you.
We don't have the right to this song.
Yeah. But that's what I kept hearing every time she said poison. But overall, it was good. The body was tea. This outfit, I need one in every color. Every color.
Every color.
And every color combination, okay? Then we move on to the final one, which is The Stars Have Aligned by the Virgo Queen.
And they knew what they were doing when they did this.
The only thing I can say, there's nothing I can say about this. The only thing I can do,
like I said, they knew what they were doing when they gave her that final spot.
Can you tell me what 3 + 5 is?
8.
And that's exactly what she did. That is exactly what she did. My goodness, the choreography on point.
She said, I bring to you every ball, honey.
And I love, they had everyone had the same song. They just had to make it their own. And she really made it her own. Because the others, you could tell they followed the same cadence. But for her, she was like, no, I'm going to do it this way.
Right.
And I'm a singer. So I'm going to show you I got vocals.
Okay. Look, and impressed Orville Peck.
It was just, this was, yeah. watching this performance, like I said, going into the finale, I really didn't know. But after watching these performances, I'm like, yeah, yep.
It was really tough with the top two at that point.
We gonna talk about the top two, honey. We gonna talk about it. But that was it. So now the category is Coronation Eleganza. And Brooklyn not only brought back the girls, but brought back all the girls.
Bring back the girls.
What? Bring back my girls.
Bring back the girls.
Bring back my girls. Listen, I blame the first DragCon that we went to. Why I like that song so much, because, you know, we went to a lot of the Bring Back My Girls tapings. And between that and Cozy by Beyonce, those were the only two songs they were playing. So we're just sitting there, bring back my girls. Where they at?
Bring back
my girls. Bring back my girls. Hey, bring back my...
Bring back my... You're not going to find me in any of this season because I didn't make my way there.
I'm in a few of them.
But he's in a few of them.
Yeah.
And if they ever tell us... at this rate, it's January. I'm like,
it's almost February, and we still don't know nothing.
I'm like, we might not have one.
I hope we still do, especially what we're fixing to go into for the next few years. We need one. We need to show that we ain't going nowhere, bitch. But anyway, Terra Nova was.
I don't know, but there was a situation at the LA Convention Center this weekend, so.
Oh, and I bet the current wildfires is probably another thing that's keeping things on hold.
Well, I mean, it would be on hold prior to. It was on hold prior to this, but that has put everything at a halt. I honestly feel like I really wouldn't feel bad if we didn't have one this year, and they just did a longer one next year.
No, if they can't do it in LA, because, you know, for a while there, they did one in New York, I think, for 2 years. If we can't get to LA this year, let's try doing New York again. Oh, I would love to go to New York. I've never been.
Really?
So I would love to go to New York.
If it could be towards the end of October or the beginning of October, I could get like 2 things. I could get 2 cons in.
What's the other con that's going to be there?
Because New York Comic Con is towards the end of September.
Got you.
And then I could get tickets to Madison Square Garden, and then I could see Ford and Jester get married because I really want to go.
Yeah.
I want to see that game. I want to watch Critical Role live. I want to get all the stuff, man.
Listen, Dimension 20 announced another tour that they're doing. Well, they've been announced it, but they
were just in Madison Square Garden. And,
you know, they're posting from their last tour stuff on Dropout now, and like I haven't watched yet because I haven't watched all of the campaigns they've done so far, and I know they reference a lot of different characters, so I want to make sure I know the source first. But like, if they're going to be doing something similar to that, I would love to see that live.
Because, look, Abria Iyengar popped up on my For You page on TikTok, and she's never showed up on my For You page on TikTok. I follow her, but she don't post nothing. And she was like, Brennan. She was like, oh, you got pyro this time. So the next time I host one, be ready. Dimension 20, be ready. I was like, oh my god, I want to see it so bad.
Listen, I love me some Abria. The Misfits and Magic season 2 was just mwah. Even the first season with it being like 4.5 episodes, it was still so good. Right. So good.
She's a really good DM. Like,
she's so different from Brennan, and I think that's why I like it.
Yeah, because the funny thing is what got me into D&D, what got me watching in the first place, was her DMing Exandria Unlimited for Critical Role.
For me, it was Dungeons and Drag Queens for Dropout that got me in the door.
It was because Because I think it was like Dungeons and Drag Queens popped up, and I think I might have watched like the first couple of minutes, and then I might have fell asleep, and then at some point in time, because now my algorithm was like, "Oh, you like Dungeons and Dragons? Here you go." And I woke up one day, and Abria was sitting there, and she was DMing. I think it was like the 3rd episode of Exandria Unlimited, and I was like, "Wait a minute," because first of all, she's cute. Who is this fine ass man up here? Talking about Robbie Damon, who is happily married.
Which one is Robbie?
He's not a regular.
Okay.
He's not a regular. If you ever get a chance,
the only thing I watched was the Calamity, and I was very. Wait, did I say that right?
Calamity.
Okay, because I was calling it something else for the longest, but yeah, Calamity was
Natalie or
something like that. But yeah, Calamity was really good, and I'm like, this is the precursor for all the stuff.
Oh, why did I see Lewis in a commercial? Mexican Lewis.
Uh-huh.
I saw him in a commercial for some off-brand of prep.
Yeah, I see people, like, when I see people from Dropout, or if I see people from Critical Role, because I know who they look like. I'm like, oh yeah, you're from Critical Role. And recently I've gotten into Smosh.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, you could blame Second Try for why I'm getting into Smosh. So...
Oh, look. I love Anthony Padilla, and I really wish I knew what happened to him and Mikey, because they were just so lovey-dovey, and they seemed so perfect together. And I'm assuming whatever happened was either really bad or really amicable, because they both just automatically just disappeared off of each other's pages.
I haven't got that deep into the lore yet. Ooh, I'm intrigued.
But
you can blame Allison and Chance for why, because they did an episode of the trolley problems. And I was like, who are these people? And they kept bringing up Smosh. So I'm like, let's go look up Smosh.
The only reason why I know who they are is because they got married last February.
No, that was...
no, they got married last April.
That was... It wasn't Chance. It was... I could see him. That white man.
The white man and the white girl.
And then the blonde girl. Yeah. Because I remember seeing that online, and I'm like, I don't know these people. But then when I started watching, I'm like, oh, it's y'all. And I remember people trying to figure out if y'all really got married or not, because they posted it on April Fool's, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They had gotten married towards the end of March, and then they posted everything on April 1st. And everybody was like, oh, this is an elaborate prank. And then I watched the podcast episode that aired 2 or 3 weeks later, and they were like, no, we're really married. We knew that if we posted on April Fool's, you guys would be like, oh my god, I knew it, but not quite sure. But yeah, we're really married.
But yes, let's get back to these Canadian dollars. Up first, we have Terra Nova. What did you think of Terra and her Nova?
This was gorgeous. I love this little crown thingy. I'm gonna have to find me one on Amazon. Or somewhere, because apparently we can't shop on Amazon anymore either. It sucks. All my favorite places, I can't shop no more. Or I have to sit here and seek out black brands. So now I'm going to have to go on like Etsy or something and be like, black people who make crowns. Black people who make dice.
Yeah. I feel you on that, because luckily, good old HEB is still safe for now.
That part.
Like, if something ever happened to HEB, I would be crawling on the side of the wall. I'm like, no, not my HEB.
So HEB and Costco are
and
my safe haven.
The closest Costco to me is an hour and a half away.
Yeah, thankfully Costco's a little bit closer to me. So,
but I normally don't buy in bulk, so I'm good.
Yeah, that's the problem, is you gotta buy in bulk. But then again, it helps when you have like hard times, because I could really use some bulk stuff right now. Not
Yeah, I
necessarily because I'm
think
going
because
through.
I think I might have found a house to move into. I'll tell you about it once we get off of here. But
Okay.
if I do,
Mm-hmm.
then I might have to make some stuff work to get to a Costco. But yeah, Terra Nova, what's your score for her?
This is an A.
I agree with your A. Beautiful. Up next, we have
Beautiful.
Tiffany and Co.
Speaking of quilts, by the way.
I thought this was gorgeous. I love her showing her representation of her heritage like this.
Mm-hmm.
It all clicks for me. It gets an A for me.
We all love a representation queen. Yes, A plus.
Up next
A,
is
A.
Sangina the Bish Queen. What did you think of Sangina?
She still needs to work on her drag just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really wish her face matched the leotard.
That's the only thing for me that threw me off.
Other than that, this gets like a B minus.
This gets a B plus for me. I wish the face matched the bodysuit, but the rest of this is gorgeous. Up next is Jaylene Time. A plus.
A's, A plus,
I-
A's across the board. 10, 10,
I
10.
want Jaylene back on my TV as soon as possible. Canada versus the world, UK versus the world, global all stars, hell, all stars 11. I don't care how we get more Jaylene Time. I want more Jaylene Time. Okay.
I think Jaylene and Michaela are both gonna end up on a versus the world somewhere.
And if we get a drag con this year and she's there, trust and believe I am getting in Jaylene's line.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go see Miss Jaylene. So up next is oh my god. What did you think of Uma?
This was confusing and extremely ill-fitting. But other than that, I like the wig. The wig was good. I give it a C.
I give this a B plus. I really like this. I thought this was cute. For me, it was the shoe.
Mm.
I'm like, I wish we had a different shoe here. But the rest, I don't hate. Up next is Anna.
Is there a full
It's a
body?
no for me,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, I agree. Apparently, the shoes are Louboutin.
Up next is
But
Perla. What did you think of Per and Herla?
I wish it was a dress instead of a pantsuit. But other than that, I loved this. This gets an A from me.
This gets an A plus 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 plus. She walked out and this almost fell off my couch. I'm like, Perla! Perla! She's
Take it
another
off
one I
my
can
neck!
see. She's another one I can see coming back. And if she does, y'all bitches better be ready, okay? Oh my goodness. But now we have our amazing top four. Up first, we have the Virgo Queen. This gets an A for me. Elegance, beauty, the
course.
mug
A
is
plus.
stamped. I just wish the hair was bigger. You know me, I'm a big hair person. So I just wish the
Right.
hair was bigger. But other than that, this is gorgeous. What did you think of Virgo?
I think she wore the hair to kind of fit the crown.
But we know with them taping this that they're not going to have them put the crown on their head.
Right.
Now,
So,
if this
I
was
don't
like the live finale thingy, like, you know, watching their reactions. Oh, yeah, I'm going to wear something that a crown would fit lovely on. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But for this, knowing
not-
that
yeah,
they're just
like-
going to have us hold the scepter, I'm just going to, you know, wear something
Right.
cute. But what is your score for Virgo?
This is an A plus.
Beautiful. Up next is Helena Poison. What did you think of Helena and her poison?
This gets a B plus. Like, I like the latex. It's very Helena Poison. The wig is what elevates it to me. Because other than that, it would just kind of be extremely basic, but the wig and the makeup kind of elevated for
Yeah, I'm a
me.
little underwhelmed by this, especially
Yeah.
especially with what Helena has brought to us through this whole
Mhm.
season. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, it's cute. It's
Mhm.
cute. So it gets a B
Mhm.
plus from me.
Awesome.
Up next is Minnie Wang. This was gorgeous. She walked out in this again. My jaw just went to the ground. A plus. I love this.
Look, Minnie Wang knows their body and their proportions, and I'm glad that they work with them because oh my god, this was great. This gets an A for me.
And then Michaela Couture.
Yes.
What did you think of Michaela and her couture?
This is an A plus. I love this. Very reminiscent of her bygone drag mother.
Yeah,
Like
when this gets an A plus 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 plus
yeah,
plus 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 plus
infinity,
plus plus
high
plus
number,
plus plus plus
squared
plus plus
times three.
plus time the square root of pi. Um, this was just exquisite. Beauty is her name. Like this,
Not the Drew Hill.
baby. Listen, my auntie loves some Drew Hill growing up, so
Look, I love Drew Hill growing up. Oh my god. It
yeah,
just sucks. They're not the same people that were in the music videos. They're older now, and I'm like,
yeah. But yes, beautiful, beautiful. I don't think it needs to be said, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Michaela was my favorite this week on the runway.
facts.
Perla, honorable mention. Oh, I love Perlas.
It was like Michaela, Virgo Queen, and then yeah.
Oh, so good, so good. So after the final critiques, everyone gets to sit down as a family and talk about the
Mm,
season. We go back
yes.
to the main stage and we are introduced to the season 4 Miss Congeniality, Kitten Caboodle. Now, it was hard to get a full body shot of Kitten, but this is the best I could do. What did you
Mm-hmm.
think of Kitten's step down look? And what's your score?
This gets a C from me.
Hmm.
It's a little busy.
I really like this. This gets a B plus for me. Love it so much.
Okay.
So, we find out that this season's Miss Congeniality is
The obvious
Jaylene
choice.
time. As soon as they talk about voting for Miss Congeniality, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Jaylene.
Like, what are we voting for? We already know who it is.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was unanimous, like everyone voted for Jaylene. Like, this right here shows you that you can cast older queens
Mm-hmm.
and still give them meaningful storylines.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
still do good TV.
so Drag Race all around the world, don't be scared to cast a queen that's in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Hell, if they're willing to do it, don't be scared. You're going to get some good TV, I
Mm-hmm.
promise you. So,
Because, in all honesty, like, I really feel like that should be a thing. Because then they go on there and they teach these newer drag queens, like, the old school ways. And this is how you sew. And now that shouldn't be their whole function on the show. But it's nice to have that example on there.
yeah. So, Brooklyn announces that only 2 of them will be lip syncing for the crown. And unfortunately, Helena and Minnie are not those 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with them being cut right before the final lip sync?
Um, for different reasons, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think the runway is what got Helena cut, and I think the
Mm,
performance is what got Minnie cut because Virgo and Michaela both did amazing in both areas.
facts.
And would I've loved to see Minnie lip sync for the crown? I would have. But you got to put the final challenge in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kind of like we talked about Down Under, how Lazy Susan to me just shouldn't have won because she didn't do well in that final challenge. And I do think that
Facts.
should have been put into consideration.
Yep.
So, I agree that Minnie should have been cut here. You never
Mm-hmm.
know. Minnie might decide to step up on this stage again, and I'll be right here rooting for you, sister.
A. I like that the pit crew queens are coming through.
Baby, it's showing out because Maggie J-Lo, Minnie
Oh,
Wayne,
look,
baby, let Maggie get on another season of whatever. Oh, you hoes better be ready.
look. You know what be really cool would be if it was like international all stars, all pit crew. You
Because there
take
has
my
to be more
idea.
pit crew. I bet
give
there
me
are
my
more pit crew
10%
members that
credit.
are doing drag now. So
Huh?
I said I can imagine there are more pit crew members from around the world that are doing drag. So yeah,
Exactly.
let's do it. So
Yes,
our top two
international
of
all stars, all pit crew. I want my producer credit every
So-
time that show streams. I get $1,000.
so our top two:
Then I'll have my own booth at DragCon.
Virgo Queen and Michaela Couture. I love it so much.
Yes.
So they lip synced to "From This Moment On" by Shania Twain. Now, this is one of my favorite Shania songs.
Mm-hmm.
When Brooklyn first said it, I'm like, please tell me they are not finna do a lip sync to some funk ass remix to this song. And I know I'm blurry. Apparently, what I'm saying must need to be blurred because I was finna get so upset if this was some funk ass remix of the song like they do with "Nobody's Supposed to Be Here." To the point where that version grew on me because I didn't like it at first. I'm like, stop doing this. But now I'll be like, no.
No.
I'm like, okay. So I was so worried. Like the last Shania Twain song they did was a funk ass remix. And I'm like, girl. But it wasn't. Baby, the biggest applaud I ever given. Now, let me see if I can get this back together real quick. I learned this from you. Let's see.
Nope.
Hold on. Let me pause and get it together. Alright, so we got that situated. Well, I got it situated. So from this moment on, Shania Twain, talk about a finale lip sync.
Yes.
Honestly, after watching this, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't know who they're going to pick.
I didn't either.
Like, either way, I was going to be ecstatic. I'm like, two queens that I absolutely adore made the top two, and they killed this lip sync.
They really did.
was
I said to myself, I said, I'm gonna need the both of them to join whatever love tour that
That Shay does.
yes, that Shay does next. Cause oh my god, could you imagine? Especially if they get up there striptease.
Oh man, listen,
watch
I know
that.
Lala doesn't do drag anymore, but baby, that was a moment. I go back and watch
Yes.
the clips that I recorded often.
Yes.
Like my goodness, I wish I would have recorded the full thing and not just a clip. But yeah, this final lip sync, it was so good that they started doing a side by side. That's how you know both queens are really just fucking it up. And they're like, no, y'all need to see both of them in this moment.
Yep.
Like, it was beautiful. Like, I was almost in tears. I had goosebumps towards the end of it. But yes, so after this amazing lip sync was done, Brooklyn and the other judges, they invite out the winner of Canada's Drag Race Season 4, Venus. So what did you think of Venus' step down look?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I took a lot of screenshots of that lip sync.
I know.
I was
and
obsessed.
You know how the drive likes to be now, where it'll only let me watch so many,
much, yeah.
and then it'll be like, nope, you gotta go back. This was interesting. It was like a Little Mermaid-esque type look. The wiring's a little goofy. But other than that, I liked it. It was nice. I give it a B.
I give this an A+. I love this. She came out and I was like, oh, okay, Miss Venus. Okay, Miss Venus. From her head down to her tower, wow. I love
She's your fire, your desire.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
She's your Venus.
So the time has come. And the winner of Canada's Drag Race Season 5, Canada's next Drag Race superstar, is the Virgo Queen. This is the beginning of the rest of your life. Pew, pew. I was so happy. Like I said, I didn't know which way they were going to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to be happy either way.
Right. Like I mean, I would have been happy if either one of them had won. Did I want Michaela to win? Just
yes.
A smidge
just
more.
Just a smidge more, yes.
Just a smidge more, just because I remember watching the episode they were on, and I was like, how freaking full circle would that have been? You were made over by the winner of that season, and you came back 3 years later, and then you won your season and brought it back home. It would have been so poetic and Shakespearean-like, but you know, the Virgo Queen, she turned that out.
Yeah, you can't deny it, especially that final performance. Like prior to the lip sync, that finale performance was the best I've seen on Canada's Drag Race.
Okay.
So that, like I said, after watching that, that's when I was kind of like, ooh, I really wanted Michaela to win, but
look,
even if I was there, my vote would have been Virgo. I'm like, y'all know I've been Michaela this whole time, but I can't deny this Virgo.
So, look, Michaela, we're gonna do Versus the World in like 7 months. Start stacking your coins. You'll be back.
Because you know they do Versus the World every other year, so they'll be recording it this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, because UK Versus the World 3, there's already a rumored list, and they're supposed to start recording soon. So we'll find out for sure if the rumored list is correct. But yeah, I don't think I saw anybody from Canada on there. No, I didn't see anybody from Canada. But
maybe they were just waiting for Michaela to lose.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad to see Michaela go.
Because Michaela could either do Versus the World or Global.
Honestly, I think Michaela's good enough to come down here and do All Stars 11. Because, you know, 10's already in the books. So, yeah, I could see her popping on down here and be like, hey, Americans.
Mm-hmm. Because I think Rue would love her.
Oh, I think Rue would adore Michaela.
Rue would love Michaela, and I think Michelle would be really happy to see them, period.
But yes, that's it. Another season is in the books. Our first winner of 2025, the Virgo Queen. But that's all I have. Is there anything else you would like to add?
My name is Cretia McGill. You can find me on all social media at Cretia McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL.
And for the last time, you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms, well, most of them, at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next year. Bye.